Hello there, everybody. I made 13K, which is like top 10 on Europe, and I tweeted about it um, together with a tier list of my favorite tribes. And it created quite a lot of discussion, both on Twitter and on my stream. I wanted to make a video to just explain my thought process on like why I chose the tribes that I chose. And I also made a tier list of like my favorite heroes. It's not the best tier list because I actually put most thoughts into like heroes up to tier C and then whatever in D, E, and unplayable. And even the unplayable heroes are not really unplayable. Let me just explain both this tier list and the other one as well as I can. So, I rated demons as the best tribe in the game simply because of their consistency. You get one Rough Weaver, you get one Soul Rewinder, and you're already like in a really good position. It doesn't require much to do powerful things. And other than the Rough Weaver Rewinder combo that you can then follow up either by just playing for Big Weaver or Tychondrius or Urzul, you also have the Rylak plus Elemental type of playing demons, where you just grow Big Tavern, which then you can follow up with either Urzul or Felbat. Demons just have way too many tools, and that's why I consider them tier S. Are they the best late game? No. Are they the best at getting a win after you have the best the combo? No. But they're the most consistent. So I'm just putting them number one because of consistency. Maybe it will change if I play more, but we'll see. Now, mechs and beasts are tier A in my opinion because they do have the best endgame. If you get the right cards, mechs and beasts are the most powerful. It's very, very hard to beat a banana slamma board that has like 2 golden slammas, 1 normal slamma, and like horses and raptors, all with reborn. It's crazy what you can do, but it's just very hard to get that build. You either need a lot of income or hitting the perfect minions. Then we have mechs. Mechs are just like really good, but not in all the situations, okay? Mechs are really good if you have like an early scrapper that you shouldn't be too greedy with, and then you want the beatboxer. Deflectobot is not even that great until you already have like the scrapper and either another scrapper or a beatboxer or an omega guy that makes your end of turn effects trigger, end of turn effects buff your magnetized minions. Sorry. Then I rated Quillbor Pirates and Dragons tier B because they are really good support units and they are really good at winning the game on their own given the right situation. They're just a little bit inconsistent at doing that. But they're both good at supporting other tribes and doing powerful things on their own. I really like all these tribes. Elementals and Murlocs are powerful. They can win the game on their own, but they're a little bit too situational. I sometimes just play Elementals or play Murlocs and then pivot out of it. Or at least with Murlocs, I pivot out of it. With Elementals, you can win games with Trumpeteer and with Rock. It's just so hard to find that combo and use it together. It's just so hard to do that. Then we have Naga and Undead, which are just the worst tribes. Naga works on Tavern 4 comp the best with Zesty and Kruner, and Undead works with Eternal Summoners the best. I really wish they would buff them a little bit. I don't know how to buff Naga, but they could, for example, buff Undead by buffing the Sister, making Soul Splitter a 4-drop. There's plenty of ways to do a little bit of buffing to make things a little bit more interesting and a little bit more spicy. Either way, we probably have one of the most balanced tribe metagames we ever had. Now, let's talk about heroes. Hero-wise, we still have a decent metagame. I think ETC is the only hero in the game that is by far better than other heroes. Again, by the way, Voon, Inge, Sire, and Hogar are missing from my picture. I would say Voon is right between Shadowwalk and Lich Bazal. Inge and Sire are at the top of tier B. In my opinion, better than Varden, both of them. But Varden is really solid as well. I will discuss the heroes in like the first tiers. I don't want to talk about every single hero in the game. Some of the heroes I haven't even played. Like Hogar, I didn't even get to play it yet. It was never offered to me. But based on performances I saw from other people playing Hogar, he seems like a glorified Shemvala. He seems like if you're getting showered with pirates, he's great. But if you're not, he's falling a little bit short. Maybe the hero would be a bit better if they would give him some extra armor. Inge, for example, is good. Why? Because of consistency. It's just a hero that never lets you down, has a lot of armor, guarantees you that you play for stats, has some really powerful combos, for example, with a low flyer, but doesn't require anything to just be good. And that's like the power of the hero, okay? Now, let's discuss why TC is the best hero in the game. He's the best hero in the game because you can play either 3-on-3 or basic curve, and then just get your hero power every single turn. Ideally in a mech lobby, but even without a mech lobby, I like hero powering on Tavern 2 on 5 gold and then 6 gold, because, hear me out, in the past you were going 3-on-3 with TTC because it was fitting your curve better, okay? Now, if you don't go 3-on-3, you are only missing on 1 free drop. Why? So, on 5 gold, you get a tier 2 body, okay? On 6 gold, you get a tier 2 body. On 7 gold, you already level to 3 and you get a tier 3 body. If you go 3-on-3, on 5 gold you go 3-on-3, so no body. On 6 gold you get a tier 3 body. On 7 gold you get a tier 3 body. So, if you play basic curve, which I do most of my games and I recommend people do that, you're basically getting 1 less tier 3 body, but in exchange you're getting 2 tier 2 bodies, and maybe taking less damage. And if you get the Jailer's body on tier 2, that's just absolutely amazing, and he's gonna carry you for a few turns. And then if it's a mech lobby, get Scrapper, you go insta-win with that. It's very, very powerful here, and I feel like it was a huge buff to his hero power, making it 3 gold only. It's basically like friend of a friend as a hero power. It's crazy. Maybe a bit worse because you cannot sell the first part, but you get my point. Shadowwalk is very good in specific lobbies, mostly because there are some game-breaking battle cries like Elemental. Also really good with Rylak, really good with all the early game power, like Shell Collector. Good with Murlocs. He's just good with a lot of things. Just get something and he's gonna give you a lot of value. Lich Bazal is powerful because you can leverage her hero power like crazy early game to win basically every single fight. And then in a demon lobby, you can also play Rewinder. But even in a non-demon lobby, you're just happy to get so much tempo for so little. I rate Panda this highly just because of consistency. But maybe in the right lobby, I feel like Gallywix or Cookie or Galewing could be better than Panda. But they need the right lobby for it, okay? Economy hero, good in lobbies with pirates or elementals. Cookie and Galewing are pretty much the same, and they're really good because Tavern 3 is really good, mostly because of Rylak, Elemental, and a few other cards. You just go 3-on-3 or basic curve and you're in a really good spot. Elise is good because of consistency. She can play Tavern 2, basic curve, she can play 3-on-3. She's just good at what she does. Then I'll say Inge and Sire are very good, again because of consistency. Varden for the same reasons. Jandis in Battle Cries. Jandis is basically like a slightly worse Shadowwalk. Barov is good if you know what you're doing. Milhouse got a lot worse with this patch just because there's not that many lobbies that favor him. He kind of wants an elemental lobby, and then he kind of wants specific elementals. Otherwise, the way I would play Milhouse is try to level a bit more aggressively, go to 5, maybe even to 6. Probably not to 6. But go to 5, try to discover a 6, try to get the Caligos, try to get the Pirate, the Fleet Admiral. Yeah, Milhouse got a little bit worse. Especially now that he got hit health-wise and he has less armor. He's a risky pick. Sir Finley is worse than before because he doesn't have the powerful body that he had, but he can still pick you one of the best heroes, and I think it's a decent pick. I would say Vol'jin is good in a mech lobby, and he can still do pretty good shenanigans with it. He's also good with Undead because of the 5-5. Togwaggle is just good in economy lobbies. Can also play 3-on-3 or basic curve. Cavs is good, but got a little bit worse with this patch. Murloc Holmes also economy. Tesk, because he can steal some powerful compositions. Rat King, very good early game. And high triple potential. Reno, because you can even hero power some of the free drops and like win the game from there, like Rylak. Lich King and Terron play the same Reborn playstyle, ideally again with Rylak. You see, like, a lot of my tier list is around who can play Rylak the best. That doesn't mean that you should force Rylak, by the way. That's a mistake that I sometimes make as well, just tunnel vision on Rylak. No, you should, like, play what you're served. Sometimes you play Rylak, but sometimes you play the composition that deals a lot of damage and kills the Rylak players. But still, the tier list is made around the most powerful strategy in the game. That's just normal. Tiketus, just because of the high roll potential. AFK, because free drops are really good. Silas for the same reasons, and I would only pick Silas in a lobby with good free drops. So like demons or beasts have to be in my opinion. Otherwise, Silas is kind of bad because he doesn't come with extra armor. I rated Queen Ashara as the best tier C hero just because she's the best way to play the Naga strategy. I don't rate Naga highly, but Queen Ashara can play the Zesty Crooner composition pretty well. So yeah, these are my thoughts on the current metagame. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this kind of video of me just breaking down and nerding around the metagame, and I can maybe like upload more of those in the future. Follow me on Twitter at RDUStreaming. I'm trying to be active not only on YouTube and Twitch, but also on Twitter and Discord. And I'm trying to like communicate with you guys and talk about the metagame, talk about Battlegrounds, and just share my knowledge. And also build more knowledge. A lot of the things that you guys are saying that I'm also implementing, and it helps me become a better player. So yeah, check out my Twitter, check out my Discord. Let me know in the comments if you like this type of video again, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.